All right, Stephen Espinoza reveals what potential roadblock on why the fight might not happen with Terrence Crawford. Let's listen, man.
I'm in the building, Stephen Espinoza. Hey, Stephen, what's going on, man?
Hey, great night, man. Great night. I'm exhausted. I didn't even fight.
I know. Talk about tonight's fight. What did you see in Errol Spence? Do you think he's all the way back from
I mean, look, right now, that narrative's got to stop because he walked through the fire. He fought a guy, one of the toughest in the division, bigger than he was, longer than he was, all the confidence in the world. Got hurt, which happens when you're fighting the top tier fighter. And he came back fresher than ever, and put the accelerator down to the floor and finish it, and I don't see anybody who could have. I don't know anybody in the welterweight division that could have done tonight what Errol did to Lucas.
Okay, Stephen, let's just cut to the chase. He called out Terrence Crawford. What do we need to do to try to get that fight made next?
Well, people got to be realistic about money. I mean, that's the only obstacle at this point. I mean, as long as we don't have a Daniel Kinahan involved, which that's a deal breaker. So there's no Daniel Kinahan, there's no MTK, there's no associated, then we're good to go. People can make a reasonable business deal, a fair business deal, then it can happen. People want to be unreasonable, people want to involve Kinahans, it's not going to happen.
Okay, Stephen, one last question. Have you guys reached out to Terrence Crawford's team in any kind of way to try to get him on Showtime?
There have been a number of conversations at different levels, different people. So, yeah, there's a dialogue going. There absolutely is.
Okay, Stephen, thank you.
All right, shout out to Town Business. Y'all go subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna pin it in the comment section when this go up, man. Go check out Town Business, TOWN space BIZZNIZZ space sports and entertainment, sports and ENT. Okay. Shout out to him for the interview with Stephen Espinoza, right? So you heard him. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, MTK and Kinahan can't be involved now. The U.S. Treasury Department said they put in a reward for Kinahan for some of his things he done. I mean, okay, that is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, it wasn't even like he baited him into that question about Kinahan. He offered that information, talking about long as it's a reasonable and fair business deal. My thing is this, bro. Earl Spence acting like this fight happening, and we ain't even close to a fight. Y'all talking about, MTK can't be involved, or Kinahan can't be involved, or we're not negotiating with Kinahan. But last time I checked, in my Nipsey Hussle voice, Emmanuel Steonis was an MTK Global fighter, and y'all just worked with him on Saturday. Y'all worked with him in the past. Now, I say this about Daniel Kinahan. I don't know much about the dude, man. I don't, like I said, I'm not getting into all the stuff that he did or whatever. But at the end of the day, y'all work with Tyson Fury too. And he affiliated with Tyson Fury. But my thing is this: when you look at the whole, situation, dog, you work with this dude several times over and over again. And now over time the U.S. Treasury Department say something, now it's a problem. Now you can't work with MTK Global. Why ain't the fight been already like signed and delivered, bro? We had dialogue, we had talks, this, that, and the third, man. Dog, they going around, getting people excited. People talking about ready to spend their money on them tickets. People want to know where the location at. We're going to talk about that later. But you worked with MTK Global before? I mean, didn't they facilitate a step-aside deal with Steonis? You worked with them before. Now you're saying who can and can't be involved? Fine. Now I got to be reasonable and fair and all this type of stuff. Bro, most of y'all contracts y'all pay out is not reasonable and fair. And that's why everything going on pay-per-view. So they going around talking about being reasonable and fair and this, that, and the third, bro. You don't be reasonable and fair with Al Haymon. Y'all pay him a whole bunch of money for bullshit fights. Right? Now when it comes to Terrence Crawford as being reasonable and fair, that's why Devin Haney didn't sign that network deal with Showtime. Reasonable and fair when it comes to the brothers. No. Deontay Wilder, they never locked him into a Showtime deal. Why not? Earl Spence never locked him into a Showtime deal. So why would we expect anything less? Now when it comes to Crawford, he done everything I asked him to do, and he here. Now I was being reasonable and fair. Like, hey man, no. I've been inconvenienced. I had to leave Top Rank in a financially winning situation, right? I had to leave Top Rank in a financial winning situation to take less. It ain't shit been signed. It ain't nothing closer don't sound like. This dude's supposed to come back, and we're gonna talk about this later too, about him taking the fight before Spence fight. And people talking about tune-up. It don't necessarily have to be a tune-up. But you know what I'm saying? When you look at it, you talk about, man, financially, bro, now you want to be fair. Now he gotta be fair. Why I gotta be fair? I got inconvenience, bro. I could be already headed back into the ring. Why I couldn't get the fight April 16th? If that wasn't no tune-up and he was looking that good, well, we should have knuckled up for April 16th if he that confident he don't believe in tune-ups. Why wasn't in there April 16th? And all this, they had almost going on 6 months to close the deal, and they still ain't closed the deal. Well, Crawford just need to hurry up and take the deal. Why you being difficult? Why wouldn't I be difficult, bro? I just got inconvenience from leaving Top Rank. Why I'm making more money than majority of the fighters over there, not named Wilder, Floyd Mayweather, and Jake Paul. Why do I have to be reasonable? When we could have just split the bill with Bob Arum, and I could have stayed over there with Bob, and we could have just split the bill. If y'all was gonna take a loss, why not take a loss together instead of taking a loss separate? Tyson Fury played y'all. He came over here, with Frank Warren. He got a fight. Then he ran over the Top Rank, and he got to do whatever he wanted to do. Don't make no sense. Now it's reasonable and fair, bro. I wish y'all would have told me that before I left Top Rank, because I could have just re-signed with Top Rank. And then when I retired, I could have just filed. I could have just filed my lawsuit. Could have got with more information. Come on. All they trying to do is age him out. And I already told y'all, man, the plan was Barrios and Thurman winner to fight the Ugas and Spence winner. Terrence Crawford was never in the plan. They didn't think Terrence Crawford was gonna get free. And now they, like I said before, people say, "Oh, it got to happen. It got to." How many fights that had to happen on PBC that didn't happen? Come on, how many fights that could have took them if they made all they big fights, man? PBC probably have a way better network deal with Fox, a more lucrative deal with Fox or somebody else. All the different fights that should happen over there. You know what I'm saying? People say, well, Bob wouldn't want to fight. Why not? Why Bob wouldn't want to fight for the kid? He let Lomachenko go run down on Gary Russell. He sent Lomachenko anywhere. Did Lomachenko go on his zone and fight somebody? Over there in the UK, Luke Campbell, he sent him anywhere. He believed in his fighters. He told Tyson Fury to take a tune-up. Hey, it is what it is. Tyson Fury came back and beat the dog-walking shit out of Wilder twice. He must know something. So, really ain't trying to hear all that. Really not. Now it's all way, we need to be fair and this, that, and the third, man. If you want to know the real, they pushing Earl Spence. They want to make the Keith Thurman fight. They don't want to pay Bud. They don't want to pay somebody to come over there and he whoop him and he gonna leave. But my thing is, where he leaving to? You know what I'm saying? Because if he want to move up and get another belt, he gonna have to go through y'all, especially if y'all working with Tim Tszyu now. You know what I'm saying? If he want to move up and get a high profile fight and win a fourth belt, he's still going to have to go through y'all. So why not allow him to fight fight Errol and go into a Charlo fight? If he beat both of them, so be it. Them possibilities ain't all the way in his favor, but if he beat both of them, it ain't like Jamil Charlo's about to bring you no big fights. Ain't no big fights at 54 financially. The most lucrative fight for him is Fondor Tony Harrison trilogy. Going up to 60 is nothing there for him unless he fight his twin, and that's not gonna happen. So that's why I'm trying to understand why not cash out now. Now, if it's still the plan for him to go up to 60, I heard Marcus Villegas say on Twitter from Fight Hub, I want to see people talking about Earl and Canelo. I want to see Earl and Triple G. Man, dog, Earl can't do shit at 60, bro. That's a lot to ask anybody, bro. Only like Roberto Duran was an anomaly, bro. No, Oscar De La going up there for a minute, he found out real quick it wasn't for him. If you think he go up to 60 and fuck with Triple G right now, bro, you sound dumb. If Triple G will kill that dude. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of weight, bro, to go up. He will get if Ugas can hurt him all that many times. All it take Triple G one time, he closing the show. And think about Triple G, bro. He got a really good jab. He got really good hooks. He will beat the dog walking shit out of all of them. You know, Jamal Charlo can't really fuck with Triple G neither. Even today. I don't even like the guy, Triple G. Talking about, you know, Earl going up fighting. Man, you better leave Triple G alone. Let him go get iced by Canelo. Murata was a really, really big middleweight, bro. Really big middleweight. Really big middleweight. 75-inch reach, dude. 6'1". And look what he did to him. And that's the old 40-year-old Triple G. Niggas don't want to knock down that door. Piece of Triple G don't want to fight Charlo. Man, please. You see what Montiel did to him. But nonetheless, I digress. But like I said, man, for him, he was inconvenienced. Obviously it wasn't as of right now, it wasn't no tampering, because it was tampering between PBC and Terrence Crawford. They would have been already signed. So Bob Arum can't worry about being no tampering. But like I said before, man, they don't never had a business together. Earl got a November date. That day was meant for Barrios and Thurman Winter, and that's why they're trying to push him towards that. That's why he said he took the L out of Lover and it's over. He explained that. He said that they trying to get him to fight Keith Thurman. He don't want to fight Keith Thurman. It's only one fight that he won't, and it's Terrence Crawford. So we'll see. Could he be playing the role, saying he won't Crawford, knowing it's not going to happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you got Mayweather coming out here saying he wants to sign Terrence Crawford. De La Hoya saying he wants to help Terrence Crawford with the understand this contract for free. I mean, come on. He said, I would love to sign Terrence Crawford. I'm going to support Black American first. Come on. He says Spence is tied to out him Premier Boxing Champions. Mayweather mostly earned money manager by hitching a wagon to with Heyman and the Hall of Fame fighters looking to give Crawford opportunity of some same spoil should Bud be inclined. He said, quote, it's no different from Chinese supporting Chinese, Dominican supporting Dominicans, Puerto Rican supporting Puerto Ricans, Mexican support Mexican. I'm Black American. I'm going to always support Black American first. I've always wanted the best for Terrence Crawford. Always. We spoke on numerous occasions. We've had each other's phone numbers. Hopefully everything plays out like it should. And of course, I would love to sign Terrence Crawford. I talk about getting Terrence Crawford the fights that he won. Mayweather said in the interview to fight hype with Ben Thompson. Quote, you see so many young fighters now start their own promotional company. You have to be able to give fighters $1 million up to $6 million in advance before you get a promotional company. I'm not talking about Terrence Crawford, but fighters in general. If you're not able to do that and to be a major promoter, you can't and be a major promoter, then you should wait on that. That's what I think. Everything has a time and a place, but I think every fighter should have a dream of being a promoter. Promoter is a rough job. You can look at me, for instance. I want to be the promoter to help fighters, but the more I help them, the more they hate me. That comes with the territory. That comes with the support, and it is what it is. He said, quote, I want to put these, I think that was a shot at Tank too. I want to put these fighters in position to get a lion's share before Floyd Mayweather became promoter in the sport. The promoter were getting the lion's share and getting more than the fighter. I changed to fighters getting crazy money. And yeah, him and Al did change that. I think I was a shot at Tank. The more and more they hate me. Well, you got to change your methods up, bro. It's like any relationship. You got to be able to change the speeds. You got to be able to make adjustments. And that's just the honest truth, man. He ain't making the adjustments right now. And if you want to be a successful, continue to be a successful promoter, you just got to make the adjustments. But, like I said before, you change getting a crazy amount of money. Maybe we should let the promoters get the lion's share again because that's when boxing was good. And then here go De La Hoya real quick. He says that Terrence Crawford, I would help you negotiate and protect your interests in a fight against Errol Spence for free. That's how much I want to see the fight happen. So, maybe take him up there. If anybody know how shiesty Al Heyman get down, it's Oscar De La Hoya. So, shoot. Conversation is just a call away. Can't do shit but help to both of them. Can't do shit but help. But man, like I said before, everybody want to see the fight, but it's a couple people that don't want to see the fight. But it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Christian Chins, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal by hitting the link tree link in the description. It is the first link there, and to find me everywhere. If you want to go there, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Roll at the bottom of the screen, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. Goodfella TV, and check out the Box News playlist. Peace. And the welterweight playlist.